Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hello, my peeps, my sheeple, my everybody in between. My name is Yakisha Zamor, and this is my first video for my channel. And I will be discussing welcome to my fitness journey and pretty much detailing who I am, why I'm starting this channel, and the things to come. Okay, so like I mentioned, my name is Yakisha. You could call me Keisha, Keish. Some of my friends call me Key, but anything in between, you can decide. I started my fitness journey probably during college. I started college back in 2013. I lived in the US Virgin Islands, and pretty much I really didn't have to worry about fitness too much in the first few years because I walked everywhere. Our campus is small, but there are a lot of classes that were up on a hill, so I had to take those stairs to go all the way up. And pretty much any other activities that I did with my friends involved a lot of movement and having to go to places, walking, and even at certain points we did go to the gym or we did dance classes. So that was really the beginning. I didn't have trouble until I moved to the US. I went to the University of Florida in 2016, and that's where the first set of problems began. So my major was a STEM major, and pretty much I was a transfer student, so I had to live off campus, didn't have a car, didn't have much accessibility to the gym like how I used to. My apartment had a gym, but that was about it. And then on top of that, I had to deal with a lot of courses that are very rigorous, and it's a new place. So I went through a huge culture shock when I reached to the University of Florida, first and foremost. So through that, I pretty much threw out all of my good eating habits. I threw out all of my good exercise and healthy habits, and well, anything involving movement. And I would be stationary all the time. I'd be sitting trying to study, trying to finish my homework, trying to finish problems. And this just led down a road of really bad habits that thankfully I was able to break coming into the future. So fast forward to 2019 when I graduated from college, and I looked at myself and I was like, I'm not happy with like the person that I'm seeing, and I wanted to make a change. So between 2019 to 2020, that's when I officially started to look into an actual fitness journey that catered to me. And unfortunately, 2020, bum bum bum, the Panorama happened.
Why are you running?
Very interesting tidbit. The gym's basically closed down. We couldn't leave the house, and I was stressed out of my mind because what even is this? So basically, I walked. And when I mean I walked everywhere. Like my parents, that's who I was living with at the time after I graduated college. I pretty much walked to their community center. They had like two big ponds nearby in the community. So I walked the ponds for like 45 minutes to an hour. I do that morning and evening every day. Next time that see me, I'm walking. Just to keep me sane. And it was actually really good. I bought some books to help me track my progress. Fast forward to 2021. Moved to Dallas, Texas, and pretty much moved in with my husband, my now husband, and we lived in an apartment that basically was 5 minutes from a gym, which was excellent, by the way. Like the apartment gym was great. The gym that we went to right across the street was great. It was like the most accessible thing on the planet. It was like I was living in prime time. That's when I started to really increase my strength training and my high intensity training as well. I actually got a personal trainer at the gym that we went to. It was called Texas Family Fitness. It was really nice. My first trainer's name was Sarah. Sarah, I love you, girl. I missed you so much, in all honesty. She was really great. She taught me a lot of things about strength training, and she really just tried to help me understand how my body functioned in terms of how to properly cut. Eventually, we were supposed to get into more powerlifting and weightlifting, but she ended up having to go back to school. Really proud of her, and I really hope she's doing well. I ended up getting a new trainer. He taught me powerlifting, taught me to push beyond my limits. But as I went through that process, I also ended up kind of messing up my knee, or at least age started to mess up my knee. As I got older, my knee kind of started to agitate a bit more, and it was because of weak hip flexors. But we'll get into that for another time. For now, let's stay the course. So, essentially, over the last few years, from 2021 to 2023, I was really into fitness, working out every day, still enjoying food, and basically staying at a maintenance. I didn't really increase my calories or anything, nothing of that sort. I pretty much ate like I went out with friends, I drink, I'd eat food that I love, those type of things. But I still tried to eat, like get vegetables in, those type of things, eat a healthy breakfast, get protein in. So yeah. So 2024, I bought a house. Woo! Now, it's exciting, but I no longer had the access to the gym or any of the walking paths that my apartment provided. And also, we no longer went to Texas Family Fitness because it was so, what do you call it? We were so out of the way in terms of where we ended up moving. And where we ended up moving actually had a gym 10 minutes away. But of course, I didn't have the luxury of walking 5 minutes to my gym. I had to now drive. So a little bit of difficulty there. I did gain some of the weight back, and I actually ended up, during that period of time, I actually did very heavy powerlifting, like squats, deadlifts, overhead raises, bench press. I was actually at one point able to do 45s on the bench press. And I think for squat, when my knee wasn't too agitated, I think I was able to do about 2 plates. So, and same for deadlift. So it was pretty cool, like I was pretty strong at that point in time, and it was a lot of fun. Took a step back from all of that, realized that when I went to get a scan for my body, realized that I did gain weight, but I gained muscle mass. And that was actually the most impressive part. So my body fat percentage, actually from when I lost 20 pounds before that, was the same as now when I have more muscle mass. So now I am on this journey to now cut and reveal all that great muscle that I have built over these last few years. So yeah, so pretty much what I am trying to do now is just share my journey with you guys to help me stay motivated and not fall off. So let's do this together. Now, some key points. Have it here on my iPad that I will be covering. Setting realistic fitness goals, 1, and going back to the basics for nutrition. So all of these things that I'm going to talk about were discussed with a healthcare provider. I'm also getting a dietitian to properly vet out my nutrition, rather than kind of just doing my own thing and trying to figure it out. But if you are interested in making a change for your life, it is always best to consult a healthcare provider before you jump into things like this. I've already been working out for a few years, so more or less I kind of have some of the basic necessities down, but just want to fine tune things and make sure that I am getting everything that I need for myself, for my muscles, and for my growth. So let's get into some of the key points. So setting realistic fitness goals. Now, I used to do 10,000 steps a day, but like I told you guys, I used to walk like twice a day for 45 minutes around 2 big ponds. So I don't have that luxury anymore. And I lived in Florida at the time, just to kind of nail that in. It was very warm. I live in Dallas. January is very cold. Like right now today, I think checked Alexa and she said it was 23 degrees. And I'm not walking in that. I do have a walking pad though, so I will try to walk in the house. And when we go to the gym, I will try to do some walking there. But in terms of steps that I want to accomplish now, I pretty much set my goal for 8,000 just because that feels more reasonable. I'm no longer doing 10,000, but I could try to achieve that 8,000 because I'm more focused on, of course, nutrition, but trying to keep up with the same basics that I had with my workout schedule. And in terms of workout schedule, 2 to 3 days of strength training and 3 to 5 days of cardio. And for strength training, I usually do like full body days, upper, lower, those type of things to kind of just help solidify and bring everything in. And that's actually really helped me. I would do 3 to 5 days usually, but I think this is a good start to kind of just get me going. Because up next, cardio, y'all are going to be like, you play what? But for my cardio, walking is usually one thing that I like to do, but I play pickleball with my friends. What is pickleball? Pickleball is pretty much a racket sport that is gaining a lot of popularity, and I just joined a league that side quest that my coworkers had us pretty much participate in. And so far, me and my husband love it. It's a lot of fun. We can stay there for hours and just like knock around the ball and laugh at each other. So up next, nutrition basics. Yay! So like I said, I am scheduled to go see a dietitian this week. Of course, we're probably going to go over anything from my actual nutrition habits or my eating habits to the nutrition I would need for the goals I'm trying to accomplish, which is, I will explain that like actual physical goal after. But pretty much that's it for the dietitian. The goal that I was recommended was 110 grams of protein per day starting off. So high protein, low carb. I was already doing this before. I think when I was doing the powerlifting, I did about like 140 grams of protein. But I did not decrease my carb and I did not decrease my fat. So this time around, high protein, low carb. Fat will stay relatively the same. And then 100 ounces of water, or at minimum 64 ounces. I used to be able to do 64. It's just, I always have to use the bathroom, man. I'll try to aim for 64 and then between 100 and 64, but I can't go any further than that. I feel like it'll be too much on my poor bladder. Oh yes, in terms of my goal, my overall goal. So my overall goal is to lose about 15 pounds. I'm not going to mention weight or anything right now. As the time goes on and I start to progress, I will start to discuss it more, give measurements, but I have already done my own personal measurements, and my metric for measure is going to be a pair of jeans that I own, because I just want to switch it up a bit. I feel like I always either do a tape measure to my body parts or I check my weight. So nowadays I'm going to try to start off with just a piece of clothing that I think over time will show how well I have been progressing, rather than getting so obsessed over the weight. Now, I did mention 15 pounds, but if I don't hit the 15 pounds, and for example, the jeans that I'm going to use as a metric is basically fitting loose, I don't got to worry about all that. Would it be nice? Yes, but weight's not everything, and there's other ways to measure your progress. I'm really excited. This is my first video with you guys, of course, like I mentioned, and I'm really happy that I have officially started my journey with you all, and I hope you guys enjoy this journey as much as I do, because I'll be giving tips and tricks. I'll be doing other videos, short form videos, basically to show you or highlight like meals that I do, because I do like to bake and I do like to cook. So I'll be giving y'all the tea on that, but so excited. Thank you guys so much. And I really hope that we enjoy this journey together. So thank you. And till next time, bye.